welcome to MHStv News for Friday, September 18th, 2020. It's yet another day of online schooling here at Mishawaka. Here's what you need to know about the SCM roadmap to reopening. An important aspect of Mishawaka's plan to get students back into the buildings is the preparation that needs to be done before they can return safely. Following COVID-19 guidelines, all students and staff will be required to wear a mask that covers both their mouth and nose at all times. Custodians will be working around the clock to maintain the safety of students. Students are also going to be asked to bring a water bottle, as they will not be allowed to drink from water fountains. In the lunchroom, students will be separated by plexiglass screens to prevent any spread of COVID and to keep all students healthy and safe. As Mishawaka High School plans to return to in-person learning, the elementary schools are already preparing to welcome back their students. Students will be returning to school Monday, September 21st. As School City of Mishawaka plans to reopen all 7 elementary schools. This follows a recent survey in which 90% of parents and guardians responded. Of these families, 3 out of 4 voted in favor of in-person learning. With in-person learning at elementary schools, the SCM has taken another step towards a full reopening. Parents and students of middle school or high school kids, Sunday, September 20th is your last day to make a decision on the hybrid form of learning. Students can either continue with the live virtual learning or come to school part-time based on their last names. Names A through L will come to school Monday and Tuesdays. M through Z will come Thursdays and Fridays, while the 2 groups will alternate coming on Wednesdays. You can make your decision on Skyward, but make sure to do it by Sunday, September 20th. The girls golf team are preparing for sectionals, which is going on today at Knollwood Country Club. At first, last weekend in the NLC match, it was looking good for the Cavemen, but they fell behind and eventually ended up in 8th place at the NLC tournament at South Shore Golf Course in Syracuse, Indiana. Silver lining, Grace Vandenberg has been named an all-conference honorable mention by finishing in 13th place. Congratulations. The boys and girls soccer teams continue to struggle to find success in their new NLC matches. The girls soccer team fell to Warsaw last week, but were able to bounce back on Thursday with a 10-0 win over New Prairie, and a new school record of 6 goals in a single game by Franny Parks. The boys team would also find some success after falling to Northridge and Warsaw last week. They came into the weekend hungry, wanting a special senior day in the inaugural Cavemen Classic. There they defeated Clay in the first game, only to fall to Riley in the championship 2-0. Congratulations to managers Kylie Blake, Brooklyn Shelsko, also Jackson Stone, Joaquin DeFries, Caleb Johnson, and Dakota Stone for the 2021 seniors. It was also senior night in the Cave as the girls volleyball team took on Concord. The girls, which were led by seniors Cammie Dustin, Claire Scheid, Abby Barsons, Taylor Pyle, and Autumn Dill, lost to Concord in a 3-2 comeback win by the Minutemen. The girls then traveled to LaPorte to take on all the teams there in the Slicer Invite. They would fall to Fairfield in their first match in 2 sets. Then the Cavemen looked to secure their first win at the Invite, but would lose to LaPorte 13-25, 17-25. In the third match, they fell again, this time to Northridge 21-25 and 18-25. And in the Cavemen's final match against St. Joe, they finally came out on top with their first victory of the day, 25-23 and 25-15. The Mishawaka cross-country team went to Oxbow County Park last Saturday to compete in the new Concord Invitational meet. The meet consisted of 4 races, each having 17 teams in the competition. The boys' varsity team placed 10th overall, while the JV placed 9th. The girls' varsity placed 5th, while the JV placed 4th. Good running. Last Friday night, the Cavemen took on Warsaw in their first ever NLC football game. Mishawaka would score early and fast and control the whole first half. Coming out of the second half, though, it was a different story. The Tigers' offense would come out on fire, scoring every time they touched the ball. The Tigers would go on to win 40-32. Cavemen fall to 0-3 with 3 close losses. Tonight, though, the Cavemen look to get on track with their first victory of the year as they travel to Plymouth to take on the Rockies. Other news around SCM, recently the Hannah Lindahl Children's Museum was aiming to raise some money. Unfortunately, they did not have enough resources to keep the museum open in its current location. They're now going to start working with the History Museum in South Bend so they're able to move their collections safely elsewhere and preserve the history of Mishawaka. Also, SCM recognized Dr. Dean Spiker with an award. On September 9th, the School City of Mishawaka recognized Dr. Spiker for his Outstanding Educator Award. Dr. Spiker was the president of the National Superintendents Group and was hugely involved in the school city of Mishawaka's success in recent years as superintendent. Congratulations. Indiana Representative Jackie Walorski visited LaSalle Elementary this past Friday. She was able to experience and see firsthand how school city of Mishawaka provides free meals for its students during these very crazy times. This program was made possible by the passage of the CARES Act in response to the coronavirus pandemic. Lastly, today, we wanted to show you one new aspect of coming and going from Mishawaka High School, the new parking lot and traffic pattern. Here to show us around is Mr. Troyer.
This is Mr. Troyer at Mishawaka High School, and I'm standing at the pool doors in our new drop-off and pickup zone. We're just off of Indiana Avenue, which Indiana is a north-south street, so you can get here from either direction, north or south, off of Lincoln Way or off of Merrifield. You can see we have one entry point with 2 lanes over here on the south side, and we're going to ask that all parents that are driving for a drop-off or picking up drive right along the right-hand curb and come up as far as you can before you stop, and then drop off or pick up your student, and then obviously exit out the north exit. At the north exit, there's a right turn lane and a left turn lane, so you can go either direction. We're excited about this because this provides us an opportunity to leave the school building without having to cross the street. All right, and here I am at the drop-off pickup zone, again at the pool doors. This is the west side of Mishawaka High School off of Indiana. And right here's where you're gonna drop off. You're gonna get yourself ready, get on your mask, get on your ID. You're gonna enter the doors right there. You'll have a check-in point, and we're good to go. All right, so I'm at the second brand new entry point for drop-off and pick-up at Mishawaka High School. You can see I'm standing right out in front of the front doors of Mishawaka High School, right off of Lincoln Way. If you do happen to use this entrance for drop-off and pick-up, we ask that you don't drop off right here at the front doors, but make your way back through the driveway back to the pool doors. We want everyone, as much as possible, entering and exiting at the pool doors. So parents, notice if you're the ones driving, there's 2 lanes here. On the right lane is the one you're going to want to take all the way to the pool doors. The left lane will be used to get into the parking area. So for staff or parents, if you're going to park, use the left lane. So there's no 2-way traffic here. It's all going the same direction.
And that's your news for today. Make sure to keep wearing your mask and practice social distancing. Have a great weekend, cavemen.